Hi folks, welcome to IMB Magazine. My name is Clive from MTB Skills and you're joining us for the Skills and Technique feature. Each issue we're going to be looking at different techniques and the core skills to riding mountain bikes. So sit back and relax and enjoy. Right, here we go then gang, welcome to the feature within the feature, the video within the video. So we're going to do this cutaway each issue now on where we look at problem passages. This has been inspired by recent events on the Suez Canal. And knowing that within our Seven Stains network, and this features specific to the Seven Stains mountain bike trails across southern Scotland, there are common problem passages that people struggle with. So we're going to look at those passages and try and give you a few hints and tips for whenever you visit the wonderful Seven Stains mountain bike trails on how you can approach them and potentially ride them a bit smooth, a bit sweeter, or if you're struggling with them, to make it clean rather than failing up that feature. So here is a classic problem passage. We're at Maybe Forest for this one. Our local where we're kicking off, and we're in the second climb of the morning or afternoon's bike ride or nighttime bike ride, depending on what time of the day you're out. And this is the ridge. So within the ridge, you'll make a steady traverse from the dead-end forest road and you get to a tight switchback corner, and on the exit of the corner is an awkward crag. You've already done butterhole climb, you're in your second sort of climbing section, so you've probably used a bit of diesel up to this point. Key points here then is understanding that this is on the exit of the corner first and foremost. So that's done by looking ahead, looking through the section. Gear selection coming into the feature is imperative. Looking up through the feature is critical. Getting a good line choice, and it's typically this hard centre line between me and camera now, is the optimum. And there's a couple of pokey out lumps in here where you can have pedal collisions. If you're in too small a gear, you're spinning through the cranks, you're not getting the torque and the drive, and you're also more frequently with the pedals in the vertical risking a pedal collision. So the best thing is to slightly over torque the gear on a slightly bigger gear. With that in mind, you can save some energy before you get to this point in the trail if you want to have a good stab at it, and you're going to have to drive the cranks hard and torque it through it. So let's have a look at it in action. Right, so while we've been standing here filming, we've literally watched half a dozen people mess this up. We've had a quick chat with each and every one of them, lovely folk. They're all visitors to the area. This is bank holiday weekend and the first chance that people have had to spread themselves further afield and ride their bikes. So they're unfamiliar, they're in unfamiliar terrain and territory. They're less aware of the feature. And that's one of the biggest things about this particular feature, is if you don't know it's there, because it's all blind on the way in and climbing steep before it, you can quite often make a few of those little mistakes. And that's what we want to look at, is what's the difference between cleaning this feature and not cleaning this feature. The biggest one comes down to gear choice and gear selection. You do need to have a good bit of leg strength mid-climb to drive a slightly bigger gear, and it really is the saving grace. It gives you the grip, torque, gives you traction, and it removes those pedal collision points, as we said on our intro. So selecting that gear as you're pedaling into it will make a big difference in success or failure on this feature. The second one is where people look. So quite often it's tempting to look into that feature, all scary rocks, pointy bits, nasty bits, don't want to fall off there down the bank and so on. And that will quite often result in not cleaning the feature. There's a real tendency to drop the head into it as you pass through it, and the trick is to keep looking up. Come out of that turn where our cameraman Dan is stood, sight that line, look up, look through the feature, having pre-selected your gear down there on the entrance. So when you're here at Maybe Forest, remember this, it's in the ridge, it's your second climb, it's a problem passage, but use everything in all of our previous editions and in this particular video, and you got the skills to pay the bills, you can clean that problem passage.